Welcome to this webinar showing how you can use our smartphone interface Yapapp now even to take part in workflows, approving documents, etc. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to open documents. We have something that we can send for approval. I'm just going to create a little bit of drawing as well, so that we get some metadata filled in that we can see during the process that it's properly updated. So I'm just going to place my little floating menu down there, and to make sure where my documents appear in Yapp, I have the normal possibility to say that I want this one as my workspace, meaning that my documents will end up in there. So all I do is use the save button in my CAD integration, and the document will be linked as well, of course, updated with requested information in the title block. So a little refresh in here, and we see that we get a little thumbnail, 2D or 3D, depending on what we've selected. So before I can send this one for approval, I'm going to check it in, and the reason in this case is because I want an automatic PDF that I want to send for review. So the document is open in the background, updated with information, and then a new PDF is generated. And this PDF I can open with any type of viewer on my laptop or smartphone or tablet. It doesn't matter. So PDF here, this one I want to send for review. So I get another little option here, which is called start process. Then I get a selection of possible processes that I'm allowed to use at this stage with my role for this type of document. So I'm going to send it for an approval process. And what happens is that we get a little item here called process, and my document is linked into that. We can link more documents, of course, into the process and get automatic reports, etc. Of what's happening. So this is a simple example where we can see the steps is to send for review, for approve, and then release. So what I do is I select users from the optional groups, and in this case, not having to log on, log off, I'm just gonna select my own user and save that. Going back to the process, and now get new options, accept and reject. We can also trace, see what users that are supposed to do things and that have done things in the events. And the little green checkbox here shows that we've now passed the compose step, and the pen is for review. And it's still in my inbox because I selected my own user as a viewer. If I close this one, I have a little inbox here interface, and that's my process. Sorry, that is my process. And we're in the step for review, and this one, this inbox is all I have to see if I want, or I can just make that little view anywhere in the system where I want to see my documents to approve. I can get automatic emails, of course, on what to do, when to do it, if someone else taking over the job. In this case, I'm simply just saying I approve as a reviewer. I want to send it for approval. We change the little icon at your preference, and now as a next step I would like to show what it looks like in the web interface. So what I do, I just log on with the same user as I have in Yapp. It's the same database, and this interface will adapt to your screen, whether you have a big screen or a smartphone, to see all the relevant data. As usual, we can select what information we want to be able to search for. We also have the free text search, searching for all fields in the database. That's now available in Yapp. It's also available in the Yapapp interface. So we get back to that. What's new now is the process inbox, which is also available in the web interface. So the document approval for approval is the process that I just created. So if I just click that, we see that we have the compose, the review, and it's waiting for me to approve. You can also see all the events. I can see all information, or simply the little lists of data that I have my screen for. So same thing here. We decided that we wanted to show only the PDF in this file. In this case, not the SpaceClaim file. It's optional what file types you want to show. Simply with settings. Now I click this one. It's all up to me, to my computer, to my smartphone. What viewer do I want to use to see that file? And if I'm okay with that, we want to make sure that we get data updated in the background on the server, even though I'm out traveling somewhere completely different. So I get the accept and reject options in here as well. And if I select the accept, it will be in my still be in my inbox because it's coming back to me, but we see that it's a different stage now. It's release pending. So if we go back here, we see it's all in the database. Doesn't matter if we use the web interface or the Windows interface. We're doing exactly the same thing. So doing the last step in the Windows interface, I'm also gonna hook on a few more functions, stamping some data, releasing the document, and creating a new PDF. So the whole process is now completed. If I go to my documents in here, we will see that we have the PDF, but we also have a new revision now. It's called 01, and it's got a green checkbox. It was opened in SpaceClaim and released into the vault with a new revision number, and also generate a new PDF that was stamped afterwards. So this information can be accessible for anyone, production, sales, whoever. So the last step, if I want to go back to the web interface, and there should be nothing in my inbox when it comes to the approval process. There's another process still waiting for me. So, but I can still search for different fields or free text search in a complete database, which is very fast the way that it's developed with the indexes. And now what I click on is my actual drawing or the object itself. So of course I can see data, state, if I have the permissions to see the latest revision. I can take a look at the PDF from here. It's the same thing as opening it from anywhere else in the so just to make sure that I have the right revision. I can also see where it's taking part in the mech folder that we have up here, in the recent folder because it's recently been used, and still linked to that approval process, because it's still there in the background with all the history data. Revisions, and there's only one revision of the document, but I can see all revisions here as well, and also the actual complete structure in Yapp. Customer, project, folders. If I go down to the mech folder, I would find my way back just like I do in Yapp. The way that it's not with a tree, it's just because it should be adaptable to a smartphone for us to easy to find. And that is all we want to show today. So thank you very much. And for more information, please contact YaPdm. Thank you.